Hi guys, so for today's tutorial we are going to work on crow pose, Bakasana, which in reality, remind me if I'm not mistaken, but Bakasana is actually technically with your arms straight. So for this one we're going to do learning to come into Bakasana, so keeping the elbows bent as you bring your knees as high up your arms as possible. My mom is joining me. She's going to be my fabulous student for this. So basically coming into crow pose, the most important things that you need to be aware of are the positioning of your arms. So you want to place your hands in front of you, about shoulder distance apart. Very much like chaturanga, you want your elbows to be pointing in towards you. So as you bend your elbows, they're going to draw in towards you, and your forearms are going to energetically draw towards one another, working again on that external rotation of the shoulders. Coming into position, the most important thing once you've got that alignment of the arms is that you want to stack your elbows over your wrists. So once you've positioned, so if you want to come into the beginning of your crow pose, so positioning your hands shoulder distance apart, drawing the elbows in towards one another, you're going to bring your knees, so tuck your knees in towards your chest as close as they can come. So actually lift the knees up so you can start putting them up towards your forearms. So you really want to create a nice bulge. You see that my mom's thighs are essentially on her chest at this point, so she's actually getting her knees as high up as her armpits. Otherwise, the lower that you get, it's a lot easier for you to slip off. So bringing the knees as high as you can, you're just going to tip your weight forward. I'm actually going to tell you to come back a bit. Can you come back just for the, so bring your hands back, maybe about here. Just so we can move, yeah, there we go. So coming back into the position, lifting the knees as high up as you can, without even lifting your feet up for the first time that you do this, I want you to play with shifting the weight of your body forward. Now that you can see that my mom's elbow is directly stacked over her wrist, she's going to take her gaze a little bit further forward, so she's no longer looking back. You're trying to balance the weight of this part of your body with the weight of your toes, and you're going to play with lifting maybe one foot up, maybe the other. From this place, you are going to draw your knees in towards one another, really engage the core, trying to lift up as high as you can. So the first step would be to come onto your tiptoes. Second step would be to lift the toes up off of the ground. Third step would be to draw the knees in towards one another, engage the core, really hollow out that front body. To try to lift up a little higher, bring the heels towards the hips, and you're in your crow pose. And then lower in yourself back out of it. But again, being mindful of what's going on with my mom's arms. With any balancing pose or inversions, you really want to work on stabilizing the shoulders. You really want to work on being able to stack the right body parts. And in crow pose, we're definitely looking for that elbow over the wrist. A couple of ideas for you to work with. If this is your first time coming into crow, get something soft in front of you. That way, if you head plant, you won't be so afraid of hitting the ground. Your head will just hit a nice cushion. You can always use a block as well, but I think something soft is nice because the blocks can wobble sometimes. Alternatively, and I'm still here, you can put a block underneath your toes. So if you come back into crow position and just put your feet on top of that block, this gives you a little bit of extra height to be able to lift the feet up. So moving this away. Bring your feet on top, there you go. And then you're going to bring your knees into your armpits, and as you tilt the body weight forward, you're already elevated a little bit higher, which allows you to play with that balancing position a bit more. And then coming down safely. Lovely. Wonderful. So go give it a try. If you have any questions, by all means, contact me, DM me. Love to hear how it goes. Good luck.